What's going on, guys and gals? It is Darth. We are back in Queensblade Limit Break, and we are going to be going over real quick the end of the year summoning event that kind of started yesterday. It only runs for 3 days, so technically you only have today and tomorrow, assuming that this countdown actually goes and lasts, to participate in this particular event. But I wanted to touch on it a little bit because I don't want to be over. It's a good opportunity, but I don't want to be overcritical as well. But first and foremost, I want to start off by saying, I hope that your holidays are safe and fun, spending time with your family, all that crap that makes holidays fun and exciting. If I sound weird, it's because I am sick. As I mentioned in a post last night or yesterday, I have an infection in my left lung that's spreading, so it hurts and is very painful, and I've been very achy and sick. No, it's not COVID. I am immortal, but I can still get sick. They're testing my immortality. But anyways, what they did is they are starting off quite a few end of the year events. Now, they did release an email. I'm going to cover that in a separate video because there's some individual points I want to touch on and draw attention to, but this one is kind of a separate event. It's called the end of the year summoning event. I have a few issues with it, but I also think it's a good opportunity, but I also think that they kind of missed the mark. So let's take a look at it. It's off to the left-hand side of the screen at the end of the year. It's got this thing. Now, it kind of looks like the normal arrival summons that you get, where you can basically take and select one of, 4, characters, but it's got this big explosion, right? And you can select a warrior to summon for. Now, the good news is that you can select any number of warriors. Basically, any of the arrival warriors, including SPs, with one exception. There are no ultimate warriors, obviously, that you can summon here. Now, we'll talk about what I think is going on at the end, but this is a good opportunity for you to obtain not a lot of copies, but one copy of each of these warriors by spending one of two different types of currencies. Now, you may be thinking, well, what's one warrior? Well, you might be short one warrior to upgrade a spicy pose. You might be short one warrior to upgrade to 8-star or 9-star. Maybe you're short one of two warriors to go to 10-star. This is a good opportunity for you to do it. So basically, you're able to select any number of warriors and summon until you get it. Now, once you get it, you are done. And that is what is indicated by this get function here. So when you summon, once you've got it, it removes it from your table, and then you can select another one. That's right, you can keep summoning and get one copy of every one of the normal arrival warriors / SP warriors. Now, this is kind of cool, okay? The only problem is that there's only two ways to summon them, and that's using gems, and they do have the standard 500 summoning limit per day. So if you missed yesterday and you don't take advantage of it tonight before reset, and then tomorrow, you may find yourself actually short on summoning, depending upon how many gems you have. We'll take a look at that a little more in a second. But the primary way of summoning these are the same as the normal arrival. They use a different type of book that not many of us have, and we don't really buy. It's called the Select Summoning Scrolls. I think that this was kind of crappy of them to do, because none of us have these. Not that I wanted them to go ahead and let us use our normal summoning books for, but I'm still not sure how I kind of feel about that, because they should have just let us use our books if we wanted to. But you can switch this to gems, and you can summon up to 500 times with your gems. Now, this is not a good option for those who don't have gems, but I have over 1 million gems, so it's not actually a problem. I have started taking advantage of this a little bit. I went on ahead and summoned another fish. I went on ahead and summoned, another Amphilia. I'm working on getting those up. When I was pulling for the new warrior, the winged princess here, that I think actually looks kind of cool for her spicy and her regular pose, I actually finally won the 20k gems. So I had like a 1,000,000 55,000 gems. So I got quite a few gems. I'm going to invest in this to obtain one of several of these warriors. But really, this isn't an end of the year deal. That's what I wanted to touch on. Okay, it's pretty much using, you know, your normal gems up to the 500 summoning limit, allowing you to obtain, you know, these various warriors, which is kind of cool. You don't have to use your books. You can use your gems, but really what they're trying to do is funnel you into buying these books or gems. And I'm not recommending spending in this game. I have almost cut back my spending to, you know, pretty much zilch. I did, out of habit, buy a 9-cent item and a 99-cent item, but I think they missed the mark on this summoning item. But there's many more events coming up, and we'll have to see how they play out. All in all, this is an okay event if you need to obtain one more copy of something, maybe to go with a spicy pose. There is an imbalance between the books here and the spicy pose pulling, just because of the way they changed things. At least that's what I experience. If you don't already have them up to 10 or 11 star, and you're not doing a 1-for-1 exchange, so you might be short one. Go ahead and take advantage of it. I would not buy gems specifically to do that, but if you are hard up to do that, don't buy gems directly. Come under here and buy your boost fund. And if you're going to buy gems, you might as well make sure your adventurer level goes on ahead and you take advantage of, I think there's like 11 here, so it's 22,000 gems, plus you get the books for 20 bucks. It's a one-off based on your adventurer level, but I'm just reminding you that it's here, and maybe this is another thing they're trying to funnel you into, is to spending money, which I am trying to now encourage people not to do in this particular game, because they're just making bad changes. And there's some other things concerning you'll see in the next coming videos as well, specifically surrounding immobilization effects. Well, that'll lead us into the next video. Let me know if you are taking advantage of any of this. Which warriors are you specifically going for? Are you using gems? Did you buy the boost fund? Did you buy your first purchase of gems? Did you buy these stupid books that nobody uses? So far, I have stuck with just the fish and Amphilea, but I am going to pick up another one of her. I forget her name, the Piper. And I do not have Snow White, so I may actually pick her up as well. There's a few things I want to do, but that is the beginning of a couple of videos that are going to be coming your way over the next few hours to several days. Again, I am sick, so I apologize about my voice and how low it might seem compared to my mic. I'm trying not to be too loud. See you in the next one, guys. Take it easy.